Hey guys, Coach Michael Burt, Super Coach. Saturday night, just got done playing some ball with my daughter. If you don't know who I am, I'm a coach to lots of people through a program called Monster Producer. You can find out more about that at monsterproducer.com. I've been coaching entrepreneurs, people that are interested in serious growth for the last 10 years. Tonight I want to talk to you about how to leverage the weekends to create some massive growth. And I want to talk to you about how you clear your mechanism. There was an old movie called Bull Durham that when he got up on the mound, he needed to clear his mechanism. He needed to clear his mind. And that movie was impactful for me because I began to believe that Saturdays were made for clearing your mechanism, clearing your mind. But here's the problem. The problem is you go throughout the week, and then on the weekends, you're so tired and exhausted that you don't want to even think about your work. I get it. That's called vacating. But there's another part of the weekend that I want you to start thinking of called recreating. See, we as humans have something animals don't have, the ability to completely recreate ourselves, reimagine, rejuvenate, recommit. We do not have to repeat the patterns of our past. We can be transition people. So I use a time system that allows me to recreate on the weekends. So I have 3 types of days. I did learn this from Dan Sullivan, a strategic coach. I have on-stage days, which is client interfacing, money generating. I have backstage days, which are preparation, thinking, strategy. And I have off days, which are replenishing, rejuvenating, recommitting, time away. Saturdays for me typically are a day off, so they would be off. But I use those days too to let my dreamer come alive, let my dreamer out to play, to imagine and reimagine life, to reinvigorate. So I exercise a lot on Saturday. I spend time with my family. I read. Many people would say that is a work day for me, but it's really not. It's a day for my mind just to wander anywhere it wants to go. Just completely imagine a bigger future. So Saturdays is a day to clear my mechanism. Most people don't want to think about their work when they're away from their work because it's not their true calling. If it was your true calling and you believe God put you on this earth to do this one thing, to leverage these talents, you'd have a real hard time stopping thinking about your work because you don't see it as your work, you see it as your calling, you see it as your mission. And so clearing the mechanism means I'm going to erase both the success and the failure that I've had this week. I'm going to completely erase it. I'm going to start fresh. Covey used to say you're the author of your life, and you're the co-creator of your life. You write the book of your life. So every weekend what I do is I erase the success, the failure. Okay, my wife's waving at me, watching me do a video. I erase the success, failure, and I start over. But here's the deal. I don't start over doing the same thing I did last week. And this is something I think a lot of business people do. See, as a former championship basketball coach, I was constantly studying what was working and not working and recalibrating. I'm trying new strategies. I'm throwing riffs and wrinkles into things. Well, most business people just come back out next week and do the exact same thing they did this week. But when you clear that mechanism, that means you forget about the success. You forget about the failure. You got a fresh week. You got a new start. You got new opportunity in front of you. And that's really what clearing the mechanism is about. So I typically do this on Saturday. Let my mind out to free. I don't have to write. I don't have to work at all. Today I rode a bike, played with my daughter, had breakfast with a friend, went with my daughter to a party, ate with my family, took a nap. See, it's just free flowing, guys. It's free flowing. So I want to encourage you, hey, if you're not in the work you're supposed to be doing, why not? Okay, if you live for the weekends because you hate your work, you need to find something else to do. Number 2, maybe you ought to start thinking about letting your mind out to play. Now, here's the trick, and I'm going to end on this one. When your Saturday thoughts and visions become Monday actions, that's when you're really doing something big. See, this weekend I've been reimagining my greatness factories. We're going to franchise those puppies. We got people all over the country already interested. And so I've been playing around with what that looks like. How do we franchise these? What are the revenue models? How do we create value in the world? How do we create a place that feeds the body, the mind, the heart, and the spirit? Well, that's been a huge project. Getting it up and going, drawing it up, finding architects, getting a builder, buying the land. But God placed it on my heart to build Greatness Factories, a local place where people could get fed in the body, that's their skill, in the mind, that's their knowledge, in their hearts, that's their passion, and in their spirit, that's their connection to God, or higher purpose. So I'm building the first one coming up, and it all started with a vision. Then I trademarked the concept, the Greatness Factory. Now I'm looking to franchise these, and I'd like to see them in every city around the country. So until I get a chance to clear my mechanism, I just go out and do the same thing I did last week. So guys, I want to encourage you, clear your mechanism on the weekend, learn a time system, and more than anything, take your Saturday visions, let your mind out to play, no limits, no, be open to anything, closed off to nothing, no limits, no limits, no, I don't care how crazy it seems, never take advice from people who give up on their own dreams anyway. And then I want you to translate 2 or 3 of these things into next week, okay? Guys, I hope this has been valuable for you. When I get inspired on things, I want to share them with you. If you're interested in knowing more, or if you're interested in sitting in on one of my big coaching programs, Monster Producer. I teach a lot of these things in my big program called Monster Producer. Just email us, info@coachburt.com, info@coachburt, and say, I would like to sit in and experience one of your coaching classes. I'll give the first one to you for free. And we dig in, man, and imagine and reimagine. But more important, we teach a system for growing your business up to 43% in a 1-year cycle. And then once you got you some money, you got your revenue up, it's going to allow you to take those dreams and turn them into actions. I believe everybody needs a good coach. I believe a good coach can change your life. I believe we can't see the picture when we're inside the frame. So God bless you. Have a great Saturday night. Love you.